Good evening, and I welcome you, students. We were talking about the CBSE sample paper released by the CBSE students. We were discussing the part, student C part and D part of this. And the last part of this, you can see that we were talking about is question 31 to 33. And they are student, as you can see, long questions which are carrying 5 marks each. But you can see that there are parts of the five, and again we have answered these questions. Only a recap, just for a fast recap, revision only, short. That students, question number this question student, question number 31 to 33 student. You can see this is our section D, student, section D. So in the section D, you will get 31, 32, and 33. There will be some internal choice, but there is no other choice otherwise. Answer the following question. We have already done. We have told you this is a very important that copper reacts with the dilute nitric acid. Important point, student. I told you what is important reaction of this is very important reaction of copper with dilute nitric acid and concentrated nitric acid. How do I remember this? When copper reacts with nitric acid, what will be formed, student? First, one product is copper nitrate.
Copper nitrate.
Both the cases, CuNO3 twice, and you have water, and now
Water in
this
both the cases. Yes.
concentrated nitric acid is a strong acid, is a strong oxidizing agent. So, and it will give the, you see, nitrogen will be going to the higher oxidation state. Which one is that? What will be the which oxide of the nitrogen will be formed, student? In this case, concentrated nitric acid, you will get NO2 gas, and in this case, what you get, student, is NO. What is oxidation state here? -2, +2, and here +4.
And
So stronger will take the nitrogen to a higher oxidation state. That is the way we remember. That is the way we remember. Important point, student. And variation of this question could be there in the paper. They may ask you write the reaction of the zinc. This is also asked repeatedly in the paper. Zinc with dilute nitric acid and zinc with concentrated nitric. Can you tell me, student, what are the products? In both the cases, there will be nitrates, ZnNO3 twice. Here also
Z nitrate.
ZnNO3 twice. Nitrates, water, and water. They are the same. Nitrate, water are the same. Now, what are the products in the two cases, student? What is a gas which will be there in the concentrated nitric acid? What you will get? NO2. And in the dilute nitric acid, what you get is N2. This is the difference. Note down.
NO,
N2O now.
NO2. Yes, sir.
N2O. So these four reactions are important. Any can be asked in the paper. Any can be asked in the question. Be careful because this is very, very important. And here he is saying write the balanced equation, student. So we already know, as I told you, student, when we do copper and you are saying HNO3, student, this is a dilute. But we is giving copper with dilute nitric acid. So we have to read the question very carefully because the products become different if I use concentrated and dilute, and is a important question. So many times they have been asked. So with the dilute, what is you are getting, students? Dilute. Which gas is there in the case of the dilute? NO. So you will get NO and H2O. So you have to balance, then you have to balance in this case. We have already done it when copper nitrate. So what you are getting 3 and what you are getting is 2 and 4. So students, a balanced equation has to be written, then only you get an answer as per the question. If you know the products, student, then it becomes easier. That's why we are doing this. That's solving a paper with variation. What other questions are there? Paper will be changed, and what he will ask you, okay, give the reaction of zinc with concentrated nitric acid. Concentrated nitric acid is a strong oxidizing agent. It is always changing, student, the oxidation state to a higher oxidation number, as you can see. So you are getting here then NO2, NO2. And in the case of the copper, you are getting NO. In the case of zinc for dilute, you are getting or concentrated. And this is the difference. So when we learn the reaction, we have to pay attention that what is the main products, what is the difference in the product, students, when I change the metal. Similarly, drawing the shapes are very important, student. If there are so many theories, if we use VSCPR theory, student, valence shell electron pair repulsion theory, then we said chlorine has got 7 electrons in the outer, and 3 electrons are coming from fluorine, 10 student, and then you are saying total 10 pairs of electron, in which there are 3 bond pairs and 2 lone pairs. And in
Bond
such
pairs
cases,
and 2 lone pairs.
but it comes to be trigonal
Trigonal
bipyramidal. But what happens? Lone pairs are not visible. Lone pairs are not visible when they are shape, student. There is a difference between geometry and shape. So in the shape, what will happen? The lone pairs will always occupy equatorial position where the repulsion is more. So the result of this is, student, what we write in the paper. How do we write in the paper, students? And this. So how what he says? Draw the shape, draw the shape, student. Therefore, then I write CL F lone pair. This is the draw the shape. He says shape in the paper. Bent T shape. This is the answer which is to be written. This is our one problem. How we solve it? There are so many ways of doing the question, which I told you. This is just an attempt. How do we answer the question? What we write in the paper, student? As per the question asked, answer should be there. Not need to write more. Here I am showing more work because I am doing more type of for you. Just to tell you that how things can change. Because they can give ask you one of the structures will be asked from mainly in noble gas configuration. You know, in noble gas elements there are 5 or 6 important structures of the xenon you have seen. XCF3, XCF5, XCOF3, like that. We have done so much of that. So one question I always asked from that part, student, is very important. This question we already did it as a boiling point of 4.2K. When I say 4.2K, student, this is the clue. This is the lowest 4.2K. This is the lowest boiling point of any element. Okay? Lowest boiling point. So if X, that we know, we have studied, it must be from the noble gas family, that is helium, student. It is used as a diluent, that we also know in the modern diving apparatus. Identify the gas. This is a helium gas. Which property of the gas makes it usable in diluent? Because you see the solubility of helium is less than the solubility of the nitrogen in the blood, and this has a boiling point so low because it exists as a monoatomic. It exists as a monoatomic
gas.
So monoatomic, it is existing as monoatomic, and the weak London
forces.
London dispersion force. Weak London dispersion van der Waals force. So because certain words are to be student which will be seen by the. So London dispersion van der Waals force. They are the weakest forces which are holding these atoms or monatomic atom together. That is the reason. Even when we discuss the radii, I told you van der Waals radii are bigger than covalent radii, are bigger than metallic radii and ionic radii, metallic radii. The reason because how will you measure the van der Waals radii? They are not forming compounds, so they are existing as monoatomic. So then we don't compare the radii. Well, as you have seen in various p-block elements, student, when we compare the size or the atomic radii of noble gases were not compared with others. Why? Because they were covalent radii or metallic radii. So how will you compare? They are not forming compounds. They are not forming covalent bonds. So how will you compare when you use X-ray diffraction techniques or other? So this is We have to think, student, but I try to say that paper will be of intelligent level. We must be able to think. There will be clues in the question, clues in the question. We have to catch them, but we have to have a knowledge of the chemistry. It is all based on the NCERT book, students, and you know that in NCERT book, each and every word has a meaning, may not have been explained by the book. So we have to see what the word which is written and how do we learn and decode that word, student. Each and every line, each and every word, each and every table, each and every graph, every information, every question is important. So if you want 100 out of 100, you must do each and everything. That is quite sure. Okay. Now then we are saying arrange the following in increasing order of the thermal stability. What do you mean by thermal stability? When I write a word, student, I am saying that I have to understand each and every. Thermal stability means fast, fast, student. You have 30 seconds. What do you mean by thermal stability? Thermal means heat.
Sir, thermability means those compounds are thermally stable, that is temperature stable.
That means you will heat the compound. If it dissociates, what will dissociate? The bonds, student, which are there. What type of bonds are there? These are the hydrides of group. These are the hydrides of group, student. Important question. Because hydrides, I told you when we discussed P block element. Hydrides of which group? Tell me. Group 16. Oxygen, sulfur, selenium,
Group 16.
tellurium, polonium is radioactive. So they belong to group 16. And here you have student HOH. And you are saying you have HS, you have like this, you have HSEH, student HTEH. Now you are saying thermal dissociation means you are breaking these bonds, student, breaking this bond. Which bond will be easier to break, student? Which will break easier? You already have some idea about this. You already know the breaking of the bond, student. What will be the order? Increasing order. You have to arrange in the increasing order of thermal stability, which is going to the stronger bond, students. You already learned, student, shorter the bond,
Increasing
more
order.
stable it is, more energy is there in the bond, student. So here, as the size of the atoms is increasing down the group, as you see, the size is increasing, atomic size is increasing. Atomic size increasing, student, as you go down the group. Okay, atomic size down the group is increasing. Therefore, student, the bond length will increase. Bond length will, what will happen? The bond length will increase. So the bond length increases, bond, then the thermal stability decreases. So we know certain in generally we know general tools. We are already aware, student, that the uh, thermal stability is related with bond length also in many ways, student. Longer the bond is inversely proportional to bond length. Bonds which are longer, student, they will be thermally less stable. So what order we are writing in this case is simple. And here, no problem. In some cases, there could be problem. Water,
H2 will be greater than
H2S.
H2S, then H2SE, and then H2TE. Yes, sir.
Now another question was asked in another paper, student, which is the strongest reducing agent? Reducing, if you have to arrange in increasing, reducing character, which will be the most reducing, student? When I say reducing,
H2TE will be the most reducing.
most reducing, because of it will give high actually immediately, because this bond energy of HTE is very low. So H2TE is the strongest reducing agent in this case. Question could be put in many ways. One of the question from hydrides of group 16 or group 17 is usually asked. Hydrides, we told you that there is a question. There's a question. So many questions. Bond length, bond enthalpy, acidic behavior. Or in the case of the group 17, nitrogen, phosphorus, arsenic, we told you basicity student. So these questions are favorite and are repeated in the paper. Repeated in the paper, student. Okay. Question number B. Formula of the Brown ring test. This you have done in chemistry lab, student. What is that? Brown
Yes, sir.
ring test.
Brown ring test.
Very famous. For which ion it is done? NO3 minus ion.
Nitrate. NO3
Nitrate ion.
minus.
Friends, how you do in the chemistry lab this night test for nitrate ion? What do? You have a salt solution in the test. ठीक है, salt solution. Here you have
prepared FeSO4.
You prepare freshly prepared ferrous sulfate solution. Freshly prepared, fresh. Because otherwise ferrous can get oxidized to ferrous. And then what you add, you mix, and then you are adding what, student? Concentrated
Conc H2SO4 to the
drop.
side of the test tube.
So what do you see? What do you see, student, here? What ring is formed? Brown ring?
A brown ring complex at the interface of two liquids.
Brown ring test. Very important. Now the question is, student, give the formula. He is saying, he is not asking this. This is our problem, that we understand this formula of this, student. What happens? You have NO3 minus and you have Fe2 plus, student. Ferrous sulfate you have added, and you have added acid also, students. What happens? What happens? What will be the products in this case? Thus, this ferrous will get oxidized to ferric, and it will reduce NO3 to, students, NO and Fe3 plus student.
Fe3 plus.
If I balance
plus
this,
H2O.
student, if I balance 3, 4, and you are getting NO3, and you are getting 2H2. Now this is NO, student. It will react with what? You have ferrous ions in aqueous solution. How they exist in the aqueous solution? FeH2O6 2 plus.
Fe2 whole 6.
It's a complex, student. Coordination compound we studied. 6 water molecules are surrounding the iron. Now NO is a ligand. It will displace the H2O from this. So what will happen then,
Yes,
student?
sir.
NO. If it displaces, student, what is the result?
Fe H2O whole 5 NO and whole plus 2.
2 plus. Okay, and this H2O is out. And so what was the answer? What was the answer in the exam, student? Formula. You have to give only formula. This is not required. This is just to explain. If because a question was given, explain the Brown ring test, and it's complete story. Give the formula. What is the formula then? This is the formula of the formed at the interface, Brown ring. This is the Brown ring. Okay? This formula.
Yes, sir.
All right. Students, we have to understand what how to answer the question. We don't have to write all this information. This is a variation which I do just for explain that more questions can be put. Tomorrow the question could be in your paper. Give the reaction of the Brown ring test for the nitrate ion. It's a favorite question. It's a good question. So we must learn how the reaction takes place. And as you practice more, student, you are able to write the same thing. Question number 2 is coming on the screen, student. What he says, a greenish yellow gas A. A is a gas, student. What is the color? Greenish yellow.
Greenish yellow.
Okay. With pungent and suffocating odor, is a powerful bleaching agent. Bleaching agent, student. Okay. And on treatment with dry slaked lime. Dry slaked lime, student. What is the formula of the dry slaked lime? Dry slaked lime. Dry slaked. What is a slaked lime? When you put this in water, what you get? Calcium hydroxide, COH2, slaked lime.
Yes, sir.
Dry slaked lime gives bleaching powder. Now tell me, what is the formula of bleaching powder, students? You are aware of bleaching powder? How do you write bleaching powder? What is the bleaching powder? 10th class also we studied.
Bleaching powder is, yes, sir. Bleaching powder is CaOCl whole 2. Cl2.
So bleaching powder means then what gas is this? This must be chlorine gas.
Chlorine gas.
And you already know the color of the chlorine, greenish yellow. They have mentioned it.
Sir, here is a bracket in O
Yes,
and
yes, I
Cl.
know, I know. We can say it like this because he has not asked the formula of bleaching powder, but we are saying bleaching powder CaOC. If
Okay.
he asks the exact formula of bleaching powder, then we know what it is. But in books, you will also see CaCO2. Okay? This is not the correct formula.
Okay.
In 10th class, we are only giving this one. Identify A and explain the reason for its bleaching action. What is the bleaching action of the Cl2 gas? Bleaching action. What happens when Cl2 acts as a bleaching agent in the presence of water only? Dry Cl2 is not a bleaching agent. You know that? Dry Cl2 gas. It will not act. But when it reacts with water, what happens, students? What it forms? It will form, student, HClO plus HCl, and this HClO will dissociate again to give HCl plus nascent oxygen. The nascent oxygen is responsible for the bleaching action of the chlorine. Nascent oxygen. This is very reactive. Nascent oxygen is very, very reactive, students, and it will react. Write the balanced chemical equation for reaction of A with hot and constant. This is a very important reaction, students. Very important. Very important. Hot and concentrated. You will see in the NCERT book, students, reaction of chlorine with dilute NaOH and also reaction of chlorine with hot and concentrated. Chlorine with hot and concentrated NaOH. Concentrated and hot. What is the product, student? What is the product in this case? What you will get? NaCl3 and you will get NaCl, students, and you will get water.
H2O and then NaClO3.
So you balance it then 3Cl2 and how much is that? 6 NaOH. So you will get NaClO3, 5 NaCl and 3H2. So with the concentrated you get NaClO3. NaClO3. And if a dilute NaOH is used, student, then what you get? What you will get, student? Dilute. If instead of this I use a dilute, if a question has been given dilute, then what is the reaction, student? They can ask you that also. Important points that how the questions could be changed in the paper, student. NaOH dilute, I am saying now. Dilute will not form NaClO3 because that is not so strong, student. It will form NaOC. NaOCl. And what you will get? NaCl. And again you will get water. So if I balance it, student, what you are getting? NaOCl. Now here, what is the catch? How do I remember in the paper, student? Because these questions could be there. Such questions are very important. They are usually. What is the oxidation number of chlorine here, students? This is +1. Then what will be this? +5. This is strong, na? The Cl is 0 here. 0, 2 plus 5. And here it is minus 1. What happens here? What is this oxidation state of this? Minus 2 plus 1. So what is this? Plus 1. See the difference? Dilute and concentrate. So the difference is there, student, when we use concentrate and dilute. So we should be aware of what is the difference which is coming up. What is the difference, student, which is coming? Next question is coming on the screen for a student. An organic compound A. Organic compound A, students. Organic compound A. Organic compound, what is the formula? C8H6, students. On treatment with dilute sulfuric acid. Dilute sulfuric acid and mercuric sulfate. What reaction is this you have used? Where have you used sulfuric acid and mercuric sulfate? It gives a compound B, student. B can also be obtained from a reaction of benzene. From a reaction of benzene, student. This is my benzene. With acetyl chloride, CH3COCl. ठीक है? In the presence of anhydrous AlCl. Now, when benzene is reacted with acetyl chloride, what is the product, student? Tell me. What is the product? What reaction is this? Friedel-Crafts.
Friedel-Crafts reaction will be COCH3 will be attached.
Acylation. C double bond O CH3.
OCH3.
This is the formula of B then. Clear?
Will be attached to benzene. Yes, sir.
So the B we identify. Okay. Further, he says B on treatment with iodine in the presence of KOH gives compound C, student, and a yellow compound D. D is a yellow compound, student. What is this reaction, student? What is this reaction? Important question, student.
It will be.
What is this iodoform test? You have already done, student. Iodoform test. Which are the compounds which give iodoform test? You know about that? What is the condition?
Which have at least one methyl group in them.
Alpha methyl, not one.
Alpha methyl group in them.
Alpha methyl. I have to explain each and every word. So that is the point. Alpha methyl should be there. Even if it is OH, that gets oxidized. You have seen. Secondary alcohols with CH3. They also give this test. You've seen it? Okay. Then what is then D, student? Here it will become iodoform. Yellow color. And along with that, what is the other product which will be formed, students? What will happen? What is the other product? What happens to this CO group? What happens to this CO group, students? This gets oxidized to potassium salt. KOH is there. Do you remember? Tell me.
Okay.
Am I right or wrong?
Oh,
Tell
okay,
me.
sir. Yes, sir. Okay.
Then what is A? What should be the formula of A, student? All the reaction. Give the chemical equations involved. We are giving the chemical equations involved. What will be the formula of the A, students?
A should be,
There should be a benzene ring.
it will be benzene and then C triple bond CH.
3 and 4. Because alkynes, alkynes when reacted with H2SO4 and HgSO4, students, they will produce, there is a
Yes,
first
sir.
enol form, enol to keto form, keto enol tautomation. So this is our A, student. How many things we have identified? A, this is our A, B, C, and D. 4 things we have identified. Okay? Identify A, B, C, and D. And we have to show the reactions. Then we are getting 5 marks. See the 5 marks? Yes. So the reactions will also, if you don't give the reaction, then again problem. We have to show each and every reaction. He says, give chemical reactions in more. Reaction 1, reaction 2, reaction 3, and products. 5 marks. Okay? So half a marks may have been given for different steps and in the exam. We have to identify the products. Write the reaction for the cross aldol condensation of acetone with ethanol. Cross aldol, you have heard about aldol condensation. What is aldol condensation? Tell me.
Yes, sir.
What is aldol condensation? Which compounds will give aldol condensation? What is the condition for aldol condensation?
Aldol condensation will be given by those compounds. ये था
Carbonyl compounds.
which have alpha hydrogen.
If alpha hydrogen is not there, this will not be shown. Alpha hydrogen. Every reaction has a condition which we should learn. Student, condition should be learned. Otherwise, I cannot write the problem. And the reaction proceeds through a mechanism which we were aware of, student. What happens? There is a alpha hydrogen. This is my C double bond O. Okay? This is alpha hydrogen, student. Alpha hydrogen. For example, this is an alpha hydrogen. What will happen? When I will add, what I do in this reaction, I add a alkali, OH minus. Then this is acidic hydrogen. This is removed. And what you get? CH2 minus CH. You know, this can be resonance stabilized. This is called a carbon ion. And this will react with another molecule of this to form a carbon-carbon bond. And on heating, they will lose water. Is that right or not? Tell me. Tell me, right or wrong? What is the difference between aldol condensation and cross aldol condensation? Cross aldol condensation is done when there are two different aldehydes or ketones. Here, what he has given, acetone. What is the formula of acetone, students? And C, what is the ethanol? CH3CH2. So he is adding these two, and what happens? You are doing student what? And this is a reaction. You have to write the products. Is it clear? Cross aldol condensation. Now he is saying product cross aldol. If I consider these, how many products will be formed? Tell me, student, how many products you will get from this, and how do we make these products? How many products you are going to get, student, is important question. See,
There will be
I start first with, this is my compound 1 and 2. First, I use only one compound sport. How do I make it, student? I have CH3, CO, and CH3. This is the alpha hydrogen. So what will happen if I make a, if this in the dilute NaOH, this will be forming a carbon ion. So for me, how do I write in the paper? What will be the carbon ion of this if I write CH2, C double bond CH3? This is going to attack this carbon, student. And what will be the product? CH3C, then this will become OH, student. This is a CH3, and this becomes a CH. Okay? But it is aldol. Aldol means what? So it is a ketone. There is a carbonyl group and OH group. Okay? 1, 2. This is, and this on heating, what it does, student, it loses water. What will be the product then? CH3C, CH3, double bond. This water is gone. Gone. What will you get, student? Double
yes.
bond CH, CO, CH3. ठीक है? More clearly is an exam question, student. ठीक है? Now I don't need this. That was to explain to you. One. Second, what I do? I take this CH3, CH, student. Let me make it so that student don't do a mistake. Student, we are not going to do a mistake. I will put this H here, and this is my CH3CHO. What is the carbon ion here? CH2CHO. Can you see it? And what will be the product? CH3CHOH, CHHCHO. This will lose on heating water minus H. Minus H2O, students. What will be the product? CH3, CH, double bond CH. Clear? Okay?
Yes, sir.
All right.
Okay.
In this case, I have to do very, very slowly, or some mistake will be there. Some mistake will be there. Student, be careful, pay attention. Lot of attention, focus and concentration is required in the board papers, or some errors will be there. And I will lose marks for nothing. I don't want that. I should lose any marks, student. You see that in each case, student, this is called the substrate. This is our substrate. Okay? And this is a reagent, attacking reagent. Okay? Attacking reagent, then products are formed. Am I clear? Now,
Yes, sir.
students, I will do cross. I will do the cross. Cross means if I take this as a substrate, in the first case, I take this as a substrate. Okay? This is my substrate. And I take this as a attacking reagent. What will be that? CH2 minus CHO. Okay? Where it will attack, student? This carbon and this. What will be the product? CH3. CH3, student, you get OH and you get CH. Right? And you are heating it. What is the product? CH3 double bond CHCl. Right? Fourth student, now I will take this as a substrate. CH3 CH double bond O, and this as a attacking reagent, student. What is the formula of that? CH2 minus CO CH. So what happens, student? The acidic hydrogen, this is removed. You already know that when I put NaOH. Then what happens? You get carbon ion CH2 COC. And here what you get, student? CH2 minus CH. Dear, we know about it. OH minus, and when I put OH minus. So it will remove this. Now what is the product, student? Where is it going to attack? Here. What you get, student? CH3C, and you are getting OH, you are getting H, C, and CH, HCO, CH3. Heated, student, what is the product? CH3, CH double bond, CHCO, CH3. How many products I got? 4. If some students write only these two cross because he has mentioned cross, then he may also be given full marks. Got my point? These are the cross products. These are the products within the same molecule. Got my point? Because if it carries 2 marks, student,
Yes, sir.
2 marks. Otherwise, I am getting half, 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 and half. See how much work is there. You have to see how much work is there. Questions cannot be answered in a short way. If those who are marked, they are out. You should learn, student, how to solve a question. That is my point. How much? Why do I take so much time? Why do we take so much time, student? Next question. How will you carry out the following conversions? Conversion, student. What conversion is there, student? What conversion is there? Benzyl alcohol. What is the formula of benzyl alcohol, student? This was our A.
Benzene and then CH2OH.
Benzyl alcohol, student. And what you want to convert this into, student? Benzyl alcohol to phenyl ethanoic acid. What is the
Phenyl
formula?
ethanoic acid.
This is my phenyl.
Benzene and then CH2COH.
This you want to do. So how will you do it, student? You are increasing number of
Uh,
carbon 1, and when you want to increase the number of carbon, what you do? Students,
so first we will do reaction with PCl5.
okay,
So
ACl,
Cl will come CH2Cl and then KCl. So ethene will come, then hydrolysis.
okay. See the steps involved in this reaction. Next question, students. Propanone to propene. Propanone to propene, student. How will you do that? Propanone to propene. This is your propanone. If I convert this into alcohol, students, and then if I do the dehydration,
Uh, yes, dehydration. Then form
how
propene,
will you
water
do
come
this?
out.
How will you convert ketones into alcohol, students? What is you doing? Reduction.
Within reduction,
What reagent you are using, students?
LiAlH4.
Benzene to meta nitroacetonophenol, students. This was our B and C. Benzene to what do you want to convert? Meta nitroacetone. Meta.
We will first do nitration.
First to do nitration or you first to do acetylation? Because it will highly deactivate student.
Okay.
Nitration. Meta directing group students. Okay. State Coleridge law student. State Coleridge. Because straight away definition has been asked. Straight away they have asked the definition student. What is Coleridge law student? Coleridge law of independent migration of ions. What the Coleridge law said at infinite dilution? At infinite dilution, student statement of
The limiting molar, the at infinite dilution, the limiting molar conductivity of the electrolyte can be represented as the sum of the individual contributions of anion and cations in the electrolyte.
ठीक है at infinite dilution. ठीक है at infinite dilution, student. What we are saying at infinite dilution, limiting molar conductivity. ठीक है of an electrolyte is equal to sum of the limiting molar conductivity of individual ions. ठीक है because the ions will become free, so inter-attractive forces will disappear and we can write for any electrolyte. ठीक है so we have given a formula, 1 mark question is here, so 1 is to 1 into 4 is written. ठीक है what is the second part, student? Calculate the EMF of the cell at 298. Which equation will we use in this case, student? Tell me. This is which coming from which formula? Nernst equation. I had one question is coming on
Nernst equation.
One question is always given, student, on Nernst equation. Very important, very, very important. What is the formula of the Nernst equation, student? What is the formula of the Nernst equation? What you said?
Cell equal to
E
naught
naught cell minus
minus 0.059 upon n
log of I'm writing just now Q products divided by. So what will happen in this reaction, student? What is this reaction? Al is undergoing oxidation to 3 plus, students. This is my oxidation. What is the reduction reaction, student? Copper 2 plus is forming.
copper 2 plus copper plus.
ठीक है now how
Yes.
do I net reaction, student? Net how much I multiply 3 and
3 and then 2.
What is the final equation? 2Al 2Al plus 3 Cu2 plus aqueous, students, will give me 2Al3 plus aqueous, student, and 3 CuS. Is it right? Tell me. Am I right?
Yes.
What will be E naught cell, student? E naught cell will be E naught R minus E naught left. What is the right one here? Copper minus aluminum is how much? So what is the answer coming? Minus minus plus. Okay. What is the answer coming?
It will 3 plus. It will be 10, so 9, 10. Will be 2.
2.
2, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yes, sir.
Plus
Plus
2.0
2.0.
volt.
Yes, sir.
What is the number of N here? How many electrons are participating in the reaction, students?
Total there will be 6 electrons.
6 electrons are being transferred. So what is the equation then? E naught cell is equal to 2.0 volt minus 0.059 by 6 log of Al3 plus das. How many? 2 square. This solid will be 1. Aluminum solid will be 1, student. And you have copper 2 plus the power 3. That is equal to 2 minus 0.059 by 6 of log of aluminum 3 plus. How much is that? Aluminum 3 plus 0.15. The square divided by copper how much? 0.025 the power 3. Okay? Now certain values are already given. Log 0.15 is given and log 0.025 values are given to me in the paper. So we have to solve it, students. 2 minus 0.059 by 6 and this will become 2 of log 0.15 minus 3 of log 0.025. So given these values, substitute the values from here. 2 minus 0.059 by 6. 2 into log 0.15. How much value is given?
Minus 0.8239.
Whatever values are given, we will write down, student.
Yes, sir.
So put the values of this and solve it. All we have to do now, we have to solve these values. It will not be negative. I just think something is there. It cannot be negative value. Log 10 is 1. No? Log
Yes,
1,
sir.
log 1 value is 0. So anyway, whatever values are given in the paper, I will use.
You can put the values and solve now.
0.8, then it can be negative also. So whatever values are, then we will put the values and you can solve. No problem. Whatever values are given in the paper, this is values are given to me. The answer may come to be around student about 1.9 volt or something. So we have to, this is all the steps we have to write. Whatever values will be given, I will solve it. So it is not, log is not my problem because these values will be given to us. These values will be given to us. I don't have to worry about these students. So no issue, no problem for answering such. He says, on the basis of E naught values, identify which among the following is the strongest oxidizer. Now, what do you mean by strongest oxidizing agent? Strongest oxidizing, which can undergo reduction, which can gain electron, students. So which will be the gain electron more? Tell me, which will be the strongest oxidizing agent, student? What do you mean by oxidizing agent? Oxidizing agent is that which undergoes reduction. Okay? If you have Mn,
Okay.
and it forms this, student, this is a reduction. So if more positive,
Yes, sir.
more positive means more spontaneous forward, and therefore strongest oxidizing agent, fluorine is the strongest oxidizing electrochemical series because the value F2 plus 2 plus 3.05, highest positive value. Which has the highest positive value in this? Plus 1.36 plus 1, which has the highest positive value. Therefore, students, which has the highest, most positive value? MnO4. Okay? This will be the strongest oxide in acidic medium. You can see in acidic medium. Why? What answer you have given, student? Because it has the highest, but it has highest positive E naught value. Clear? Any doubt? Any doubt, student, here? Now he says the following figure represents variation of lambda m versus square root c. This graph is taken
Yes,
from the
sir.
NCERT
Yes,
book.
sir. Clear.
Here lambda m is a molar conductivity, c is the concentration. Define molar conductivity. Definition of molar conductivity asked, student. 1 mark question. I said certain definition will be asked. What is the definition of molar conductivity, student? Conductance of V volume of solution containing how much? Containing 1 mole of electrolyte. 1 mole of electrolyte. The conductance of 1 mole of electrolyte is called molar conductivity. You know about that. 1 mole of electrolyte. Okay? Kept between 2 electrodes. Okay? Of unit distance. Okay? Kept between 2 electrodes, student. 2 electrodes. Okay? Area of cross section A. Okay? Separated by unit distance. Separated by unit length. Be careful when you write an answer, student. Identify the nature of electrolyte on the basis of plot. Justify your answer. Which type of electrolyte is this? There are 2 types of electrolytes you have shown, strong and weak. Is it strong or weak electrolyte, student? This is a graph of a strong electrolyte, NaCl or KCl. We have shown you. If the figure is given for NaCl or KCl. And strong electrolytes, you know what is happening. We can find the value of lambda 0 m from this method, student. Lambda 0 m. In strong electrolytes, there is a, what happens in strong electrolyte? The ions are completely ionized, and there is a slow and gradual increase in molar conductivity on dilution. In weak electrolyte, there is an abrupt increase on dilution because they are completely ionized, and on dilution they become more clear because they are completely ionized. Completely ionized. Am I right? What is the? This is my A.
Yes, sir.
My B answer. And students, because we are in the examination hall, A, B, and C determine the value of lambda 0 for the electrolyte. And we told you in the graph, student, we can find the value of lambda 0 m from the graph. Where is that? This value is nothing but lambda 0 m. Lambda, these are limiting molar conductivity when concentration approaches 0, 0. This is 0 at infinite dilution, student. At finite dilution, what is the value from the graph? Tell me what is the value from the graph student 150. ठीक है, Simon centimeter square mole inverse.
150
Mole inverse.
centimeter square per mole.
ठीक है, unit should be written in the paper. Show how to calculate the value of A for the electrolyte using the graph student. Which equation was given by me to represent the student? Do you remember Debye-Onsager equation? What was that? Lambda m is
Yes,
equal
sir.
to lambda 0 m
Lambda
minus.
m is equal to lambda naught m minus AC raised to power 1 by 2.
So y is
Yes,
equal
sir.
to mx plus c. Then what is the slope?
Plus C.
Slope will be equal to minus a. We have to find the slope of the student. How do you find slope? You can take any two values. If I join this, supposing I take this student, this is my, I have to join. This is cut at this point, and I take this. Okay? Then these values I have to, how much values are there? We have to match it, student. Okay? So this is the slope. Y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus y. Y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x. This will come to be the negative value, student. You can calculate this. You can calculate this. Okay? This minus this. You can see this will be negative because this is larger, this is smaller, divided by this 0.20 minus 0.1. Can we do it? Got it, student? If my scale is correct, because I have to put a scale and then do the measurement on this basis. In the exam, you will have a scale, student, and the graph, but here I don't have. So what I'm saying, y2 minus y1 by x2 by y2, what is the value of y2? This one, y1, this one. This is my y2, student, this is my y1, and this is my x2, this is my x1. Can you see that? Tell me. Right? Any doubt? And then the value will come, student. We will be able to calculate this. This is going to be around 87.46. Can you tell me what will be the units of this? What will be the units of A? Question has been asked, units of A, student. Important. How will you find the units of A, students? How do you find the units? A root C will have the units of molar conductivity. And what are the units of molar conductivity? Simon centimeter square mole in.
Simon centimeter square.
Then what will be the units of A? Simon centimeter square mole inverse divided by the square root of C.
Mole inverse.
So Simon centimeter square mole inverse divided by, what is the units of concentration? Mole per liter 1 by 2. Square root. Mole per liter 1 by 2. So 87.47 Simon centimeter square mole inverse divided by mole L minus 1 and 1 by 2. Now you can just make it as simplify as. This is the complete answer, students. In the paper, this is how you have to write in the paper. Any doubt, students? Okay? This ends completely the section D. How do I answer the questions in the paper? And then I will meet you in the next class. We continue to do large variety of questions as much as possible. And we will show you how and what you have to write in the paper. Not anything extra to be written, but I will explain different type of variations which are possible, different type of questions. And we can score 100 out of 100 marks because there is an internal choice which is given. What is given? Internal choice. Clear? All units must be written in the paper very correctly. And unless I read the question correctly, I will never be able to answer the question. Okay, good night. See you in the next class.
Okay. Okay. Okay, thank you, sir.